So today I'm going to show you how to assign your accel and control switch on your GT-100. So first you have to click the CTL and EXP button on your right. Then you will see on the first screen a menu where you see the accel and control switch. On the second screen you then have the accel parameters, and the function is accel. So if you, for example, want to assign the accel switch to, let's say, scroll through the menu here and see ODDS solo, meaning that if you have an overdrive stomp or distortion stomp box turned on, then when you engage the accel control switch, the overdrive will go into solo mode, so basically a boost for when you have to do a solo. So right now we've chosen that parameter, and the minimum target is off and max is on, and then you see the source mode. Now it's on momentary, but you want to set it to toggle so that one press is on and another press is off. Otherwise momentary would be the effect is only engaged when you press the accel and control switch. So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to find the accel and control menu and then set the parameters to what you want it to be. Then let's say I want another parameter to be controlled by the accel and control switch. And the way I'm going to do that is by using the select knob here, number 4, and then scroll through the menus till I reach assign, and you have a total of 8 assigns on the GT-100. So the first assign we have on the accel control we already did on the accel menu. So now we want to add a second parameter, and we have to choose assign number 1, and then we have to scroll over here to see that assign on off, you have to set the assign to on, and you have it on the accel and control pedal, that's right, and you want to toggle. Good. Then you're gonna move the page button to the second page where you choose the target category. So let's say firstly we assigned the OD solo, but I also want an EQ to be turned on when I use the solo for some kind of boost by the EQ too. So choose the EQ, target is on off, minimum and max target are off and on. Okay, and I made sure that the target was on. Okay, so if you now go to your effects block, you'll see I'm going to turn on the overdrive and then go to the second screen, and if you scroll with the page button, you'll see when I press accel and control, the solo switch will go from off to on. So, and it did, from on to off. But remember, I also set an EQ to go on. So the accel control switch is now off, but when I press the EQ, it should go on. Yes, and it does. So that's the way you assign things with the control and accel switch. And if you want more parameters, you just have to use the other assigns in the GT. And another thing, by the way, the phrase loop switch down here can also be used to turn on and off effects and assigns. But by default, when you get the GT-100, it only acts as a looper. The way you're going to make it work for assigns too is if you go to the system button, and in the system menu you're going to scroll to, let's see, phrase loop. And on that other screen you're going to see 4 parameters, but you're only going to take care of the last parameter, the pedal function. On your GT10, it might GT100, sorry, it might be set to phrase loop. You have to set it to off, otherwise it will just engage the phrase looper in the GT10. So if you go and set it to off and then exit to the play menu, then now you should be able to assign the phrase loop to the assigns also. So the way you're going to do that is go to the CLT EXP, and since there's no dedicated menu like with the accel switch here, you just have to scroll to the assigns that are free. So assign 3 here, and you're going to set it to on, and on the source mode you're going to scroll until you see P loop pedal, the phrase loop pedal. And from there you just set it to toggle and you go to the next screen and choose what assigns you want. So by that you can use the phrase loop switch also. So I hope this helps. If there's any questions you can contact me and I'll help you. So bye now.